Hey, what's up, Nikem? How you doing, man? It's a very unusual time for me to be streaming. Hey, good to see you. You're here, man. Honestly, I didn't expect anyone to be here because it's such an, it's not a very... I don't usually stream at this hour. Hey, what's up, wrong person? Yo, I'm surprised you're here, man. I didn't expect you to be here. I didn't expect anyone to be here. Just woke up from a nap, surprised to see you. Yeah, I know. It's an unusual time for me to be sleeping, to be streaming. Nap. Wait, it's a Wednesday. Aren't you supposed to be at school or something? One-week holiday? 1 week holiday. Oh, what's the holiday? What holiday is it? And it's 10 weeks of school already went by. Oh, it's like so it's not because there's like a legal holiday or something. It's just like a vacation or something. That's pretty neat. Okay, I guess there's nothing for me to do on this account. I just logged in, talked to Catherine, and that's it. I actually had quite a bit of stuff to do today. I'm gonna try to do the 3 big world quests in Natlan. So the 2 ones that are already on the map, and like the 3rd one that you have to wait 2 in-game days to start after you've done the one up north, the world quest up north, underground. Ooh, yikes, yikes, oof. Yo, I'm almost capped on resin, and I believe I was using it on this boss. Oops. Every 10 weeks you get a week holiday. That's pretty cool. It's just for show, though. Teachers shive? Oh, shove. Okay. Homework in our faces, like nobody's business. Well, it's like they say, "Hey, no school," but okay, like it's always like that excuse, right? It's always that excuse where, like, they'll say, "Oh, hey, cool," you know, like somebody at some point a long time ago decided, you know what, we should give our students a rest. Right, we should give them some rest. They worked hard for so long, for like 10 weeks, whatever, right? Like they had their intentions, and then at some point, somebody else has other intentions, and those intentions are also well and good, right? Like they're like, well, it's a week that students won't be doing anything, so they might as well be productive, right? So by productive, they give you homework, right? So it's like it's all like people that have good intentions. But like in a lot of these cases, some of these extensions, what word was I thinking of? Intentions. Their intentions sort of clash. They clash with each other. So like someone wanting students to get some rest, and someone wanting students to be more productive, to learn more within a given, within a school year. They had good intentions, but they're sort of clashing against each other. So now it's gone. Hey, yo, it's Zhongli. What up, Zhongli? I just want to sleep. All of this work to do. Well, such is life, man. Well, I guess if you think about it, like it sort of matches the real world, right? Like, it's like training for the real world. Yeah, I mean, it sounds wrong depending on like how you look at it. But like you look at it another way, in the sense that it gives you a feel for the real world, right? Like once you're finished with school, you're at work. There's no more summer vacation. There's no more winter vacation. There are no more holidays. You just have to wait for legal holidays on the calendar, and that's it. But then, like, look at it a different way. You could look at it as they're kids. They're not gonna be kids their whole lives. While they're kids, just let them be kids. Right? So it's this weird situation where you're like, which one is right? Oh right, yeah. Wait, I got all the pyroculi already, by the way. Spent quite a bit of time yesterday trying to can I just like highlight all of it? Like why did they have to make up their own like system? Like I thought selecting multiple things at once was already solved, right? By people who work on UI systems. I thought this was already basic, you know. Right? Like why do people have to like, come in and like come up with their own way of making something? It's like solving a problem that's already been solved for decades. Mualani's a great DPS. She's okay. She's pretty good. She's not bad. She does take some getting used to though. People are beating PMA in 9 seconds with Mualani. She's very good in single target. I personally don't enjoy her playstyle. Yeah, me too. Actually, me too. Like it just, doesn't feel very satisfying. In fact, in fact, I think Eula, despite actually being a terrible DPS, is more satisfying to play than her. Because like with Mualani, it just seems kind of like I don't know. Like you're not really doing anything. You're just passing through enemies and then left clicking. Greetings, RJ. What do you think about the new characters, Mualani, Kachina, and Mavuika? Okay, the fact that you're asking about Mavuika is, I guess you're asking about their character and not their combat. Yeah. Am I right, strongly, or are you asking about them and their kit as well? Because if you're asking about their kit, then Mabuika, I don't know. Kachina, Mualani, though, I do have thoughts. So please let me know exactly what part of the character you're asking about. Nice to see something interesting, though. Yeah, yeah, I will. I will admit that. I will admit that her kit is very unique, and I think, mm, I think it took a lot of brainstorming and creativity to find a way to make an on-field damage dealer with Mualani's kit. Because my guess is that I think what happened, like when they created Mualani, when they conceptualized her, um, they probably thought, hey, we want a character that's really good for exploration in Natlan. So, and then they went with that. You're like, oh, well, she's part of this tribe, see? And like the water tribe. The water tribe. Avatar, The Last Airbender, huh? And they live near the beach and they're like water and whatever. And they're very fun people. So, okay, well, let's make her a surfer. All right. Okay, but she's a playable character, so she needs to somehow be able to kill enemies, right? So like I think that's how it happened. I'm just guessing. They probably started with, okay, character that's good with exploration. All right, how do we make her do damage? So I'm sure it took a lot of creativity and brainstorming to get that to happen. That was satisfying? What do you mean is satisfying? You mean Eula? Weeka leaks ain't out yet. Well, that probably means that she's not coming out in 5.1. Because generally leaks tend to come out around slightly less than one patch before a character comes out. I just found out I'm out of water. I'll be right back. Just gotta go get some water. Yay. Alright. Which account is this? Okay. Alright, time to do some questing. So recently, I've been kind of thinking about streaming on Twitch. And another thing that I recently heard someone talk about again is how Twitch just seems to be the type of platform where it's more enjoyable for the viewer to chat with their resident streamer. Hey, what's up, Luab? I'm just... Oh, you know what? Another thing... Okay. So recently, I saw this video that Ludwig... I don't know if you guys know Ludwig, but he's a pretty big YouTuber. He made a video recently. He talked about... he was talking about... Well, he wasn't saying... He didn't say that he was gonna... go back to Twitch. But... Especially because he says he's still under contract with YouTube and stuff. But he talked about like the overall the video mostly just talked about some of the reasons why or why not YouTube or Twitch. Did I hear Twitch? You did. Don't go. What do you mean don't go? I'm still gonna be streaming even if I move to Twitch. And just honestly, I wish I could just like stream on both at the same time, but I don't think I have good enough internet, and I don't think I have a good enough internet and a good enough computer to stream on to I guess like output streams towards two different platforms at the same time. Anyway, some of the points that Ludwig talked about were how, like, YouTube just seems like... So, it wasn't just the platform themselves, but it was also the viewers. The types of viewers that are on YouTube. So, generally, the types of viewers that you have on YouTube are people who, people who just watch videos, right? And in a video, there's no need to interact with the person who made the video, right? You just watch the video, get the information or entertainment or whatever it is you're looking for from the video, and you go, right? Whereas with a streamer, you're like on Twitch, it's strictly a streaming platform. So you go on Twitch, ideally, like the type of people that go on Twitch are people who are looking to chat with a streamer or with each other, like with other viewers on someone's stream. Hey, what's up, Ice Bear? How you doing, man? You have intentions on growing the community? Yeah, I mean, like, it would be nice, like, it would be nice so that I could make this sustainable, because what's really happening, like, with streaming and YouTube for me is this is an expense. Right? I'm spending time. I am earning a few cents here and there, and a few donations, a few supers here and there, but it's certainly not paying for my time. Right? While I am I'm able to justify this by because it's me sort of enjoying myself, and this is sort of like my time to relax and stuff, and at the same time I'm earning a little bit from it, and I'm not just losing the time and losing it. I'm not just so basically here's what's happening. I'm getting something good, something I want, which is I'm being able to relax and enjoy myself during my free time. That's what I'm gaining. What I'm losing is my time and even money, because electricity is expensive here, and however much I'm earning through YouTube is definitely not paying for how much electricity I'm consuming by having my computer on and running a game and streaming at the same time. And my time. Now, I could think about it this way. Well, if I weren't streaming, I might still be gaming, right? I might still be playing this game, in which case I'd be losing the money from the electricity, and I'm losing my time from playing without earning anything in return. And sure, makes sense. Basically, streaming is just making it so that it's slightly less of a burden, right? Like I enjoy myself a little bit more because, well, I have you guys to hang out with. I have you guys to hang out with, and what's the word? I have you guys to hang out with, and I'm earning a little bit in return for my electricity and my time. So it's not really, I can't. It's still overall a net negative, at least practically. At least on the practical side, I think overall it's just balanced, because what negative it is financially and like time wise, I'm making up for that because, well, I'm enjoying myself even more than I would if I only played alone. A more beneficial hobby, I guess. Yeah. That's sort of what it is right now. It's a hobby, but it's not self-sustaining, which means I'll only be able to do it as long as my personal resources permit. As long as I still have enough time, and as long as I have enough money to pay for just a higher electricity bill in general. Below, very high malagma in lava zone. I don't mind. I can prime you there. Hey, that would be nice. I would appreciate that, man. Thank you. And you also might lose some viewers. Yeah. So right. Like there's like pros and cons, but the word there, the important word there is might, So I might lose viewers there because YouTube is just it is just so much more accessible. Yeah, it is just so much more accessible. Hey, what's up, Clara? Yeah, YouTube is just so much more accessible. So I have such a much bigger what's the word? A much bigger potential audience on YouTube. But okay, so and I'll get to this a little bit later on. There is also the matter of the algorithm, and Twitch definitely seems to have a very different algorithm from YouTube, and I'll talk about it in a moment. Now, something else though to keep in mind is I might also grow my audience while there, right? Because from my understanding, there are a lot more Westerners that watch streamers on a platform like Twitch as opposed to YouTube. So it's possible that I might gain more viewers from Western audiences over there. And okay, now this is, you guys are gonna hate me for this, but I I have to be truthful about this. So because Western countries generally have better economies, and by better I mean like the flow of cash is just a lot more stable, and it just flows a lot better there, which means generally, anyways, gonna run some errands, be back later. All right, hey, take care, wrong person, have a good one, man. Generally, the average person in a Western country has quite a bit more unnecessary cash flow, and by unnecessary I mean like cash flow that doesn't go straight to bills. Like for example, me for example, I'm not rich, but I'm not dirt poor. I'm not starving. I'm not struggling to eat, but I'm definitely not rich. So to the point where even before my money comes in, I already know where that money is going towards. I'm already thinking of, okay, how much money am I expecting to make within this time period, and okay, all right, which bills do these go to, right? And generally, that money that I'm expecting to come is just barely enough to fill up those bills. Fill up is I think this is the wrong term to cover those bills, and people that are just less responsible with their money. Okay, bye. I mean, that is true to some degree, but then again, because a lot of these countries' economies are, because of the way they are, people are allowed to be or can be less responsible with their money. On average, not everyone, but just on average, right? More people in these countries with better economies are just able to be less responsible with their money than people in lesser economies, because people in lesser economies, their income just mostly goes to bills, and by bills I'm talking about rent, food, fare, and etc. And even if I have, let's say, even if I somehow like by the grace of God, sorry, hang on, over small lava pool and lava zone. Okay, somehow still have the same amount of viewership on Twitch. The odds of me earning more over there, I'm sure Twitch probably has a much smaller like pool of ads to throw at somebody's VODs or streams or whatever, I'm certainly going to earn a lot less from ad revenue, but the amount that I'm probably going to earn more just through like Twitch bits, basically donations, right? We're just going to refer to them as donations. Twitch, but whatever you call them, they are called donations. It's somebody, like with giving money, through goodwill to someone that they manage to that's someone that they think deserves it, or someone that's made like entertain them or whatever, right? So the likelihood, and I'm not saying I'm gonna earn more. I'm not straight up saying I'm gonna earn more over there through donations. I'm saying that the chances of me earning more through donations over there are higher than they are here on YouTube, because there are now, sure, YouTube is a much bigger platform, right? So, but internationally, like globally overall, I think the number of people coming to YouTube with the intention of watching a streamer, I think a lot less of those people are people from Western countries, and a lot more of them are from everywhere else. But let's say even if I have, I don't know, half of the viewership than I have here on YouTube. The odds of me earning less overall, between ad revenue and donations, I think I think I might still earn about as much as I do on YouTube already. And okay, so we're gonna get into like the algorithm part here. So the algorithm, I think YouTube's algorithm is pretty good, right? Like it's very good for discoverability, etc. But what it's not good at is keeping you afloat. Because from what everyone understands of the YouTube algorithm is when you upload a new video or when you start a stream, YouTube is going to try and recommend that to people, and the more people click on that recommendation, the more of that video or VOD or stream people watch, the more they will recommend it to more people. And that's good, right? Like the more of those recommendations people watch and view and whatever interact with, the more YouTube will recommend it even more. Right, so it sort of becomes this snowball effect. Bro, what up? You really early. I know it's a very unusual time for me to stream. But summer vacation for Chinese kids mostly, because Chinese kids are are what make up most of my students, is over. So my morning classes are gone. So I have free time well, it's not morning now, it's afternoon, but I have stuff to do in the morning. I had stuff to do in the morning, therefore I only had free time in the afternoon. And during summer vacation or winter vacation, when I have classes in the morning, I can't do the stuff I need to do in the morning, therefore I have to do them in the afternoon, therefore no time to stream then. But hey, I have time now, so that's why I'm streaming. Really odd time, I know, but yeah, here I am. Why did you take me out of that Kaholosaurus and get rid of it? I can't get it now. Is there one here? Oh, there's a chest right there. I didn't even see. Anyway, so yeah, the algorithm. Right, that's YouTube's algorithm. But it also is the opposite, right? Like it's just like a snowball rolling downhill. If no more snow piles up on that snowball that's rolling, then it'll just stop rolling. And YouTube will stop recommending it, and yeah, YouTube will stop recommending it, and then there you go. You're done. Right? Your snowball is gonna stop rolling downhill. And from what I understand of Twitch's algorithm is because Twitch has a it's obvious, right? Twitch has a much smaller, I guess, pool, audience pool, because it's slightly more niche. But from what I understand of Twitch's algorithm, it seems to favor. It doesn't seem to be the type of platform where, like going back to the snowball thing, right? Like if you're like a really big streamer, it's a really big streamer, a really big YouTuber, really big online personality. It is just so much easier for you to be discovered over there by so much more people because of the snowball thing. Right, and I think it's a lot easier for big people, for already big people, to get even bigger on YouTube, whereas on Twitch, they don't seem to favor, like, let's say there's like this really big streamer on Twitch, and sure, they will recommend it to a lot of people too, but they seem to their algorithm seems to prefer recommending some of the smaller, well, I wouldn't say prefer, but they just don't seem to stop recommending the smaller streamers to more audiences. Like, whereas with YouTube, that snowball eventually stops rolling downhill, whereas on Twitch, they like, it's like they keep pushing that snowball downhill no matter how small it is. At least that's my understanding, because that's what a lot of people seem to like. Every time I hear people talk about their algorithm and like the type of audiences that go on Twitch, the type of streamers that go there, etc., and like and it sort of just becomes this like image in my head. Sorry, not image. Like, I can sort of see a pattern emerging is what's happening. Early yapping. It is early yapping. Yeah, and that's sort of my thought process when I started thinking about, should I go to Twitch? I mean, like, if I go to Twitch, I'm sure quite a lot of you guys probably won't follow me on Twitch, because, like, it means having to install another app on your phone or your iPad or whatever, or having to like, it's okay. Like, for me, for example, just even if I actually enjoyed watching streamers live and like chatting with them, etc., even if I was that kind of viewer, I still wouldn't enjoy my experience on Twitch, because, like, I don't know why, but for some reason, Twitch just doesn't seem to... Twitch just doesn't seem to be as stable, like, as Twitch's playback rather doesn't seem to be as stable as YouTube's is. Like, no matter, like, for example, on YouTube, even if I'm watching on mobile data out in the countryside, like at my wife's parents' place, at my grandma's place, it will still somehow play, albeit at 144p, terrible quality, but it'll, like, I'll still be able to watch. And I don't, if, depending on what kind of video it is, if it's more like of an informational kind of video, then I don't really care about the video quality, unless if I'm losing information from not being able to see the video clearly, right? But that's not very likely to happen. Whereas, like, on Twitch, I'm like, it just won't play. Oh no, I missed a chest. I missed a chest on that other island. Okay, gotta go back. Like, Twitch just won't play. In fact, the website just won't even open if I'm on mobile data and I'm not in the middle of a city, like with perfect mobile data coverage. As long as I get a notified. Appreciate it, man. I'd be down for Twitch. RJ Pool. Oh my god. my god. Stop. Also, where's that chest? There's I think it was this. Yep, there it is. Oh, it's a good thing I came back for the chest because like apparently I forgot to touch the thing for the quest. Twitch emotes are Fi? Sorry, what's Fi, Luap? Hey, what's up, Tyson? How you doing, man? What's up? Cool. Fi? What is that? Is that... is this some, like, Gen Z lingo? That that this boomer ain't familiar with? Because that is very confusing to me, man. It's a slang word. Oh my god. I'm supposed to be a millennial, not a boomer. No, speaking of commence trial, I found something like okay, I don't know what to call it. It's a challenge. I found this like combat challenge. I don't remember where it was. It was like an underground like lava place, and then like at the end of the underground lava tunnel, there's like this like black stone that sort of looks similar to like that black stone that you know this tribe that Kachina's tribe has, and when you interact with it, it says like start trial or something. No, not start trial, like commence trial or whatever, and like there's this like big boss fight. I don't remember what the boss looks like. I think the boss looks like one of the new Natlan enemies, like the one that looks like a bird or like angel or something. Looks like a lore accurate representation of an angel as described in the Bible. But it's really tough. Like I just, I started hitting it and I didn't even see its HP bar move. So and then like okay, I tried to dodge. I dodged. The next few hits I tried to dodge. I failed. I couldn't dodge, and then like I was basically dead. I didn't get one hit, but my characters were basically dead at that point. And then I thought, so what do I get out of this? That's was what I was thinking. And then at some point, I realized, well, I have no idea what I get out of this. So should I even put in any effort? So like I just died, and then just realized, okay, whatever, I don't care. But there seem to be so many like fights in Natlan that are like local legends. Those big eyes with wings, spinning halos. Yeah. I remember. I forgot who it was, but I remember like some content creator, some internet personality referred. I think it was Ashikai. Yeah. It was like a lore theorist, I believe. I heard mention that those enemies were like lore accurate depictions of angels as described in the Bible. I don't know about big eyes with wings. Like, in fact, I can't even recognize a face out of that thing. Like, although I haven't taken a good look at those enemies, but yeah, they have like wings. They have halo. Yeah, I do remember a halo, and they're floating. It was that kind of fight. It was like underground somewhere in a cave. I had to go really deep into a cave. And then like the cave comes to an end, but then like there's still like this tiny like room to go into, but there's no Kaholosaurus down there. So but there is a Tepetlosaur, which means like that I can, I guess, what I even need to do there is so that I need to possess a Tepetlosaur, but because it's lava and it's supposed the Kaholosaur is the only one that's immune to lava, so I have to crawl along the side of the wall and it's really janky. It's really janky to get in there. Even it almost feels like it's like we're not supposed to be in there. Almost. But there is like one of those like holes in the wall that you can interact with, and like it'll just it's like programmed to just take you somewhere along the wall. Is it blue or white? I really don't remember. I think I want to say it was yellow, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure we'll get to see it again um once I stream myself looking for all the oculi again. I already did it off stream on my main account, and I'm starting to do it on my friend's account, but I just couldn't finish. Like I got through halfway of all the oculi last night on my friend's account, but I ran out of time because it was getting late. And honestly, I kind of regretted not streaming last night because like I kind of thought to myself, well, I'll just sleep early tonight, so that I could stream early tomorrow. And then what ended up happening was, okay, well, it's still a bit early to go to bed, so why don't I do something? Why don't I do something? So I decided to start looking for the oculi in my friend's account, and then I ended up taking so much longer than than I thought I would. So I ended up still sleeping quite late anyway. So yeah, I kind of regretted not streaming it. Those are local legends, just like in Fontaine. Yeah, well, I think some of them are, but there I have seen a bunch of those like angel-looking enemies just around, just around. So I don't think they're all local legends. So far I've heard about that guinea pig. I've heard about and seen footage of that guinea pig local legend, like the one that's like that looks like a hydro mimic, that apparently one-shots everyone. I've seen footage of that, but I don't know where it is or like how you went to get there, and I haven't really put in any effort to even go there yet. But I've found the triple Fatui. I've found the triple Fatui local legends. They're not very hard to miss. They're pretty easy to find. In fact, they're not very far from a teleporter. Where? Oh, there. Okay, that's one quest. And the third local legend I found was the one... I don't think it was a local legend, because it seemed to be in its own domain. So it seemed to be in its own domain, so like I wouldn't refer to it as a local legend, but it certainly seemed to be as strong as a local legend, maybe even stronger. Because the whole time, like I didn't, the fight didn't happen for that long, but the whole time I was fighting it, like its HP bar didn't even go down even a little. Like maybe a tiny slither, but I barely scratched it. You know, I'm kind of happy that the big world quests in Natlan are not very long. I'm not sure how I feel about Natlan's exploration though. Like I'm still, so exploration wise, like the layout of the whole map, still, you know, as always, it looks beautiful. There might be more of those with different colors. Oh yeah, there are. In fact, I don't know. Like, have you done the event yet? What? Like by the way, like the event that started on day one, like when Natlan got released. There's like an event and there's some combat that happens along with it. So if you've done that, then I'm sure you've seen multiple different elements of those things. I've seen a Hydro one. I've seen a Dendro one. So Hydro, Dendro, um, and I think Animo. I remember seeing 3. I forgot what the third one was, but it was Hydro. Oops. Hydro, Dendro, and something. Oh, what's this? Trackable quests nearby? Oh, cool. Alright, sure. I feel like I've never seen that thing before. Like the words trackable quest nearby. I don't think I've ever seen those words there. I just watch streamers. I'm not planning on going back to Genshin. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, by the way, Lap. Like, I keep forgetting that you're not playing Genshin anymore. Enjoy backseating. You know, if you're one of those sadists that just enjoy annoying the heck out of people, like you could really annoy the heck out of people by backseat gaming. Some people just hate that so much. I mean, it is annoying, but I wouldn't say that it's gonna ruin my day. Oh no. Of all the times for my nose to be itchy. I think I'm on a timer. I'm really not sure. Like that progress bar up there seems to be getting smaller. Oh, what wonderful weather for introverts. What? Okay, what is quote wonderful weather for introverts? Cold wind and rain. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I agree. Oh, another something that backseating, the type of backseating that I do hate a lot though is backseat driving. So I'm already you know, sort of allergic to liability. Liability and responsibility. I don't want it. I'm partially allergic. I'm somewhat allergic to liability, and I'm kind of allergic to responsibility. So whenever I drive, well, I guess generally whenever anyone drives, is they are taking responsibility for themselves, other people around you, as well, and your passengers. So the fact that you agreed to take on that responsibility and liability, that's already a pretty big thing, right? Like, sure, you should be appreciated and thanked and whatever, right? And backseat drivers just make that feel really bad, to the point that I don't want to drive anymore for the rest of my life. Like, sure, I'll drive if I have a car, but I don't want to drive if I have any passengers. In fact, now I don't have a car, and I think it'll be quite a while before I am able to afford my own. I honestly, if I could help it, if only it didn't inconvenience me and the people around me and my family as well. If it didn't inconvenience us at all, not having a car, I mean, I would just decide to never ever get a car. Right? It's, you know, it's an expense. It's an expense. It's a liability. It's a responsibility. It's an expense. It's a liability and responsibility. And what do you get out of it? Convenience is what you get out of it. And okay, maybe so much inconvenience not having a car. Okay, it's worth it. But we hardly ever travel. Now, I will say that occasionally when we do travel, especially when we travel and the weather's not nice, I will say, when those moments arrive, I will say, okay, absolutely worth it. The expense, responsibility, and liability of owning a car, worth it. But that generally only happens like once every few months for me and my family. So really only a couple of times a year. Sometimes it does happen back to back to back, like multiple days in a row, but that only happens like once every few years, and on average, we really only need that. Really only meet that situation once every few months. Or by that situation, I'm talking about like the earlier one where we need to travel somewhere and it's raining and like the weather's not nice and like it's just the type of place the kind of place we're going to is just a lot more convenient, like way more convenient to go to with our own car. Yeah, right. And that's why before I started saying all of this, I mentioned if I could help it, but I can't because of these situations every now and then. If I'm out of the house, this is an annoying weather. The quality, the duality. Oh yeah. Well, if it's raining so much, then yeah, it's annoying. Honestly, you know what? Depending on where I need to go, it's annoying. If I just need to, go to the convenience store, or like in the Philippines, we refer to little stores run by regular people as sari-sari stores. If I just need to go to the sari-sari store across the street, or on the corner, or 1 or 2 blocks down that way, then I don't mind really strong rains. Yeah, I don't mind it. As long as it's not like typhoon winds or something. Right, I don't mind that. Oh, I have not. Oh, I have not seen this place before. I've done this quest on all of my accounts already, but I think this is my first time seeing that door. Backseating in a car or backseating in games? Yeah. In games, like, I can generally ignore backseat gamers. So I don't mind backseat gamers as much as I do backseat driving. Wait, wasn't there supposed to be another chest somewhere? What was that? Tianga, sorry. Loap. I think I've heard of that word before. Tiange? Tiange? What is that? I'm sorry, I'm not Tagalog, okay? So I think I've heard of it before, but I don't remember what it means. What? Palenque? No, Palenque is kind of big. No, just a normal sari store. Right, because like generally in Western countries, when you, let's say, in Western countries, well, in most Western countries, when you need to buy, let's say, some simple, like, let's say just a bag of chips, right? You go to the convenience store, and there's nowhere else you can go unless if you go to the supermarket for it. Right, so I think the Philippines, equivalent of a convenience store is a sari store. Can you even find gasoline? Oh, that's true. That's absolutely true. Yeah. That's absolutely true. Yeah. Like some of them sell. Get away. Okay. Some of them even sell gasoline. Right? Like, okay, tell me which 7-Eleven anywhere in the world you can find gasoline at. And that's one of the many things. That's one of the many reasons why, like, if money was no object for me, like, let's say I was like a billionaire, like a retired billionaire, and I don't need to work anymore at all. I think the Philippines might be where I would want to settle down in. It's just, I don't know, like, so on top of, you know, just living expenses being way cheaper, despite having almost all the comforts of any modern society. Not only that, like everything else, like the daily stuff is just way convenient. Like, for example, okay, let's say in a Western country, okay, convenience store, 7-Eleven, whatever, right? You just want a bag of chips. you probably live in a suburb. And just for a bag of chips and a can of Coke, you'd probably have to drive like 20 minutes just to get to the nearest like gas station or convenience store. Whereas here, in the Philippines, just step outside, cross the street. Instant Molotov if there's a fight. You know, I think okay, I might end up getting crucifixed for saying this, but in general, I think Filipinos are not like, we're a little more pacifistic. Like, is that a word? Yeah, I think we have more pacifist genes inside of us. And you know, in general, on average, overall, not everyone. More pacifist genes, genetics in Filipinos than other people around the world. Because, so here in the Philippines, okay, you will find those people who are like who very quickly get into an argument with some stranger, or like get into an argument, or like I don't know, like just very easily confront each other, right? But it is so much more common to find Filipinos that will just, even if you're like inconveniencing them in some way, like in public, like for example, you sit on a train and like you just like, and it's a tight, you know, it's like rush hour or something, right? So like trains kind of tight, and you sit like a douche and like with legs spread wide open, you're taking up as much space as you can, instead of like being a reasonable human being and actually like squeezing yourself a little bit more just so one more person could sit, right? You are not, you know, you are unlikely to, I wouldn't say unlikely, you are a lot less likely to meet people who will like confront you about it here in the Philippines. People will just put up with it over here in general. But yeah, every now and then, especially in Luzon, especially in Manila, you are a lot more likely to find people that will confront you about it. But like especially in Visayas or in Mindanao or in some of the more rural areas, you will almost never find people that will confront you about it. I thought it was the legal one that they just put in plastic bottles and sell beside roads. Oh, that's the thing. I don't think they put it in plastic bottles. So from what most places here, there's random people selling gasoline on the side of the street. They generally put it in a Coke bottle, like a 1 liter refillable Coke bottle. Yeah, but it's when I say refillable, it's a glass one. I don't know what countries. I'm sure like in other countries, this is also a thing, but I don't think it's a thing in most Western countries where like you'll find stores selling like Coca-Cola in a refillable 1 liter glass bottle. And I think that makes Coca-Cola so much cheaper over here. Just buying just buying that kind of Coca-Cola, because it's refillable. You just you know, like you just leave a deposit for the bottle if you don't already have a bottle, and you're basically just paying for the Coke. Urban cities are more dangerous than rural cities. That is the case in the Philippines, but I think that's kind of the case everywhere, I think. I forgot what I named my little guy in this account. Look at him. Hey, emotional damage. I think Japan's unique too, because you can find everything in vending machines, different products. Some are unexpected. Oh yeah, I've seen lots of clips about that. Yeah, like in fact, like me. Okay, I haven't seen enough of these clips for me to remember what are in them. They're just things that are so unexpected to be in a vending machine that I can't even think of one right now. Illicit product. Well, hey, it's Japan. Hey, what's up, Akash? I'm just doing some questing. How are you doing? Do you like Melanie? Who's Melanie? Tracy, are you trying to say Emelie? Mualani. Oh my god. Okay, Mualani. I thought it was he was talking about Emelie. Melanie, Emelie, Mualani. Oh my god. Okay. I was so confused. Oh no, the teleporter. No. No, let me back up. Mualani. So like her character, her characterization in game, her lore character. Yeah, I really like her. Like she's adorable. I think she's so cute. Her playstyle, I don't like it very much. I think it's not. I don't think it's a bad playstyle. I just don't enjoy it. I'm sure other people enjoy it, but not me. Played last week on a computer shop, in a computer shop for just an hour. The nostalgia is real because I don't play anymore outside. There's a significant number of players who are down bad with Mualani. Really? I don't think I've seen anyone down bad for Mualani. But, like, almost everyone... What? Am I not supposed to be here? I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Almost everyone that I hear talk about Mualani, like, all have the same general consensus that Mualani's adorable. Oh right, I'm supposed to break this thing. I think those players who are quote unquote down bad for Mualani are, well, how do I put this? Let me just, oh, nice. I think they're mostly just looking at Mualani because of the way she's dressed. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And you know, I think at a glance, sure, it's hard to, no. I was about to say it's hard to avoid it, but it's easy. What I meant to say was it's easy to see Mualani in that way because of the way she's dressed. But if you could just look past that, most of what I see from Mualani is just her adorable personality. And okay, I'll just before we delve any deeper into this conversation, I'm just gonna point this out right now. Mualani is not a real person. She's a fictional character. She's not a real person. Doesn't have any feelings or anything. So yeah, we're strictly talking about opinions right now, and we're not. No matter what we say, we're not gonna hurt anyone's feelings, other than like those who are who take their digital waifus way too seriously. This is so trippy, by the way. Like, I mean, I like this. Okay, so I remember who was that? Someone said, "Oh, Akash, that was you." Yeah, don't like Natlan that much. Yeah, I can see like why, right? Like, there's certainly quite a lot of things not to like about Natlan. Like, for example, I hate that there are so many places in Natlan that are like locked behind a quest or locked behind like doing a certain puzzle or doing consuming a certain content that some of it isn't really a quest, but like you still have, it feels like a quest because like there's a lot to do. Right, and I hate it whenever a map is designed that way. Like, it's a subjective thing. I'm sure other people enjoy that because they're forced, like they're put into this situation where they have to consume the content, and they like consuming that content. They like that content. And for me, I'm not really here for the questing and etc. Right? Like, okay, I'm invested into the main storyline, but that's really all I'm interested in. Main storyline and the world building. But everything else is just annoying fluff to me. It's just chores, and I don't really care about that. Most of what I'm here for is the combat. Probably because they don't want anyone to know they're down bad with their age. So, at the very least, those people are a little more reasonable than the others, right? Because like they're thinking, oh no, I'm down bad for her. I myself know I'm down bad for her, but I don't, like, okay, she's like underage, whatever. But like the thing is, it's a fictional character. It's a fictional character. How, like, is Mualani's lawyer gonna sue you for whatever? Like, what? I don't know. It really doesn't matter as long as you're not bothering other people, other real people. You do whatever you want, so long as you're not bothering other people. Oh. Age is not really even real, so it's fine. Yeah, like, sure, I get it. It's embarrassing that you let other people know, and at least like okay, and that's why earlier I said at least these kinds of people are a little more reasonable because they know that this is like a weird thing, right? Like to be like she is like at least we're referring to this person at this age by this age, right? Like this is their age in lore, as if they were a real person, right? This would be their age, whatever, right? And legally, there's nothing binding you. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Other than like if you actually bother other people with it. It all, you know, the only problem is that like it's embarrassing, it's weird, and other people will condemn you for it. So that's at the very least these people are reasonable enough to not want to be condemned by other people. But there's really nothing practically or legally wrong with it, unless if you bother other people. I keep saying unless if you I keep saying unless you bother other people, but yeah, it's true. It really doesn't matter. I haven't even started the quests yet. You know, well, I mean, okay, I don't know. I think you've only been here for the past couple of minutes, Akash, but the quests really aren't that bad. Like, they're not bad. They're not very long. Not very long. Probably like 20 minutes, 25 minutes of dialogue skipping. Yeah, it's really not that bad. Like, it's not. In fact, I feel like the big world quests in Natlan are significantly shorter than the big world quests in Fontaine. Although I think overall the amount of time you need to explore both Fontaine and Natlan, I think at least, you know, well, we're still on 5.0, so we don't know about the other regions of Natlan yet. But 4.0 Fontaine versus 5.0 Natlan, I feel like might take about the same amount of time to fully explore. Because Fontaine's overworld exploration was a lot more straightforward and a lot less, oh, you can't do this quest yet, you need to go to this place to continue this quest. Oh no, this place is locked behind is locked behind this door. Oh no, I need to do this other smaller quest to open this door to continue this other quest that I wanted to do, right? Fontaine doesn't see, like, they don't have any of that. At least none that I remember. Except for like a couple of Hydroculus that were there. Except for like a couple Hydroculus that were locked behind some of the like the underground places that were locked behind like the big world quests, but there weren't that many. And yeah, there weren't that many. So overall exploration of Fontaine, I think was a lot more straightforward than it is in Natlan, and especially Sumeru and Inazuma. But the big world quests were really, really long. Really, really long. The big world quest in Fontaine, I mean. So where am I supposed to go? Oh, there. Oh, so is this how I proc this quest? Because I remember the first time I found this quest, it was by accident. I was just walking around looking for oculi, and like I just so happened to be like going around here somewhere, and like above ground, not down here, but above ground, and then like all of a sudden I dialogue just started happening, and then there I was sucked into a quest. But yeah, the Natlan quests, like, okay, so here's another one, right? This is like another big world quest in Natlan, and now it is 4:46 p.m. September 4th, and I'm just starting it right now. So let's see how long it takes. So someone log that. Someone take note of that time. 4:46 p.m. Finally done updating Genshin now. Hey, congrats, Backpack. Wait, what? You haven't... It's been like, what, a week already? Everything alright, man? There's only Abyss and the Theater for combat, I think, but level 100 enemies are okay. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm still kind of sad that we only get to experience Abyss only resets once a month now. Still kind of sad. I mean, sure, I guess there's like Imaginarium Theater, but it's not. I don't know. It's less combat for me and more of just another chore because it's just not very satisfying to play in my opinion. Because I can't even build the teams that I spent so much time building. It's just not satisfying to me. Especially because of Genshin's combat system, right? Like the elemental reactions, whatever, right? Like the stacking buffs on top of each other and like doing proper rotations to get the biggest number you can get from, you know, stacking buffs and debuffs on top of each other. It's just not satisfying. Like, and I can't do that properly in Imaginarium Theater because I can't control which characters are going to be there. And I'm also limited in how many times I can use each of these characters in Imaginarium Theater. So it's another chore. Thank you, I guess. I get more primos overall, like more free primo gems overall every month now. That Spiral Abyss gives me how much? How much? How much does it give? Hang on. I think it gives like 90, 90, 90. So I think it's 270. Hang on. 270 times 4. No, I don't think it's 270. It's 60? Yeah. I think it's 60 each. So 720, right? For Spiral Abyss, 720 from Abyss every month, and then like 800. Especially now that Imaginarium Theater has like the Visionary mode, 800. So around 1500 primos, free primos every month from the combat, content in Genshin. Compared to before, we only had like 1200, I think. Hang on, 150, 600, yeah, 1200. We only had 1200 before. So sure, a few more primo gems. Sure, appreciate it. But for way less fun, I don't know if it's worth it. I can't say if it's worth it or not worth it. I love how they changed the Imaginarium requirements in getting stars. Not the annoying elemental reactions anymore, but just kill enemies at a certain time. Oops. The biggest requirement for Imaginarium Theater really is just having enough characters of a certain element. Of certain elements, rather, because there are 3 every season. But yeah, like, other than that... Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, Mualani's design, like her combat, like her kit design, seems very much so designed around just doing a lot of raw damage. And by raw damage, like raw, unbuffed damage. And I think that's one of the reasons why... Okay, like... another one too is Arlecchino and Neuvillette. Arlecchino, Neuvillette, who else? Navia. Who else came out? Chlorinde, Quicken, and Spread teams in general. They seem to be like really just designed to dish out as much raw damage as possible. So Quicken teams a little less so because you need like at least 2 elements to make the other good, or to make both of them good, like Dendro and Electro. But other than that, it's pretty much plug and play. And I think what's why this design mentality, I think it's mostly because they knew about Imaginarium Theater. I'm sure they were planning to come out with Imaginarium Theater way long ago, and so that's why they're like, and that's why we are experiencing this sort of what's the word I'm looking for? power creep. Right, power creep, because a lot of the newer damage dealers are like their multipliers were calculated with Imaginarium Theater in mind. And by Imaginarium Theater, I'm referring to like you being in a situation where you can't stack all the buffs and debuffs that you want together all at the same time, all the time. And that's why a lot of the newer characters seem really OP, because their multipliers were calculated with this in mind. And so there's both pros and cons to it, because so one of the pros is it simplifies gameplay it simplifies gameplay a lot, and I think that's fine. I think that's a good thing overall. It's a good thing overall because the barrier to Genshin's combat system is a lot lower now. Takes a lot less brain power. Takes a lot less. It's a lot less skill based. It is still somewhat skill based because like for example with Electro characters like Alhaitham, for example, his multipliers were designed in such a way that you really need an Electro character for him to do a reasonable amount of damage. Like he's a really good damage dealer, but he's also really bad. He's quite a bad damage dealer with if you don't have any Electro units. If you're not doing spread. I think short quests are good. Sumeru was long, so many scenarios. Yep, that's true. It's true. And I think, yeah, I at least from the pattern that we see, I don't think they're gonna give us any more quests that are as long as the R&R quest chain. So, quests seemed to have been getting shorter since then. So the R&R quest chain was really long. The Sumeru Desert was really long, but then like they couldn't adjust the Sumeru Desert quest because like it was probably already in the pipeline and probably almost done, or probably even already done. Probably already even done by the time that Sumeru came out, the first part of Sumeru. So they couldn't take it back anymore. But what I've noticed is the very end of Sumeru, the very last two subregions of Sumeru, the world quests over there and exploration was really tamed. And I think they realized that they probably saw in the data that wow, hardly anyone played the hardly like a lot of players did not do the R&R quest chain, or like they looked at the menu and they realized wow, they didn't play it, or like a lot of people stopped midway of the R&R quest chain, or like they got lost or whatever, and they probably realized okay, we can't keep making quests like this. So they made quests a lot more plug and play, and though the time that I think they were able to start doing that was to apply those changes were the very last part of Sumeru, and of course Fontaine and onward, which is here now. We're experiencing it in Natlan, the world quest in Natlan, and even the Archon quest. Honestly, like it was kind of long, but it wasn't longer than most other Archon quests in my opinion.
出動だ。網を引きに行きます。
Gotta go for now. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us for a bit, Akash. Take care, man. Yeah, but anyway, overall, I like Natlan exploration. I think it's overall good. I think it's overall good. They made it so that they didn't make it too short and easy, to where players might blast through it in one day. Although I'm sure some people did. I'm sure some people did that. But yeah, they didn't make it so short that people would finish all of it in like half a day and then complain about it for the next 2 weeks because there's nothing to do. But they also didn't make it so long and complicated that people would just not even bother starting it. Or people would just quit halfway because it's too annoying to deal with. Way more than half of those people who complained that had nothing to do. Had a whole list of Archon quests that they haven't done yet. That's probably the case, yeah. They were like, no, I don't want to do it. But then like they're like, oh, there's nothing to do. Genshin's a dead game, and then like you go into the quest menu, but like look, you have like a million quests that you haven't done. But then like, no, I don't want to do those. There's just nothing to do in the game. Hello, I'm Indian. Hey, what's up, Mr. Shadow? How you doing, man? Hmm, 4:46. Okay, I started this quest at 4:46. Now it is 5 o'clock, so we've been at this for 14 minutes now. And I think this is about the halfway point of the quest. Maybe a little bit before the halfway point. But yeah, we're almost to the halfway point. So, yeah, it's not a very long quest, really. The big world quests in Natlan are quite digestible. You know, I've never paid attention to the camera work here, but that's actually not bad. Not bad camera work. That's pretty good. Please review my Farina. All right. Do you need help with anything specific about your Farina? Like any specific questions or whatever? Sorry, it starts with a 1? No, I'm assuming this, I have to erase 1, right? It starts with 8. I don't know. I can't find your account, Mr. Shadow. So I tried erasing the 1, because that's way too long for a UID. So I'm assuming that it's 800. 906953, right? Or did I erase the wrong number? But I tried looking it up. There's no player found. Player not found. Something that I noticed, by the way, is like when you're controlling the little guy, you can't open your map. I wanted to open the map because, like, to place a marker on the map for when I got that Oculus, and I couldn't open the map. And I think why that is they were trying to avoid, like, maybe there's like a glitch or something. Like they were probably trying to avoid people just, you know, be doing this quest and then suddenly teleport out of here and run off with a playable little guy. Maybe they couldn't, I don't know, like maybe it was just too much work to disable teleportation while doing this quest, especially because this is not a domain. This is just part of the overworld. It's just that it's really far underground. So maybe it was just too much work to disable teleporting for when we're controlling the little guy. And it was probably a lot easier for them to disable opening the map. I think that was this. Yeah, I think that's this. Oh. Okay. Now, when I saw this, oh, well, I'm screwed. So when I saw that for the first time, I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. Some what's it called? Tom Cruise. It feels like we're Tom Cruise. Dun 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 dun. I wonder if that song is... it's not a song. That piece of music is copyrighted. I hope it's not. Did it? Dun 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 dun. Oh no, no. Yep, there it is. Okay. Dun 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 dun. This is actually pretty creative camera work right here. Like splitting the camera because there are two characters. You know, I'd be really interested to see a playable character that we could do this with. You know, like we'd have like we could change perspectives. Like some kind of summoner, for example. And we already do have a kind of gameplay for it, like right, like remember the Pokemon event, like with Bongo Head. We already have at least like an idea of what it might feel like, you know, like you having your playable character but they summon like other stuff as well, and those other your summons have abilities that you can activate. And if they include this, like okay, the whole like switching perspectives thing, along with being able to control your summons abilities, I think it's pretty cool. I think that's a recipe for a summoner, like a full-fledged summoner character. You know, I was kind of surprised they made a they made a dedicated pre-rendered cutscene just for this. Wonder what team I should be using for this. Well, might want to heal up Kazuha. God? Is that you? Hello? I made a plan with Sibalank. Oh, Chosen Dragons. Okay, is this the Pyro Dragon? I wonder if the Pyro Dragon is gonna be playable, like Nivelette. Where's that beefy Golden Lord? Golden Wolf Lord, rather. Come on. This seems like an actual boss fight compared to like the actual Golden Wolf Lord. Oh no. Okay, where is he? Alright, there it is. I thought he was gonna do the dash attack. Oh, this is it? Is the end of the quest? And so, I started this at 4:46, and we're now at 5:16. So how long's that been? 46, 56, 5:06. So half an hour. Yeah, 30 minutes of dialogue skipping? That's not bad. Certainly way better than like the 4 or 6 hours of the R&R quest. Yep, exactly 31 minutes.
宝とは旅の
Not
醍醐味で
bad.
ござろう。いざ
Way more digestible than many of the older world quests. Uh-oh. Where's the guy? Where is he? Oh. And we're done. Alright, time to do dailies. What day is it? Wednesday? Okay, don't need to collect my teapot stuff yet. You know, this is still such a big, game-changing update. Making world boss respawn times 10 seconds instead of several minutes.
覚えたわよ。痛がった夢を捕まえた。糸よ工作せ。落下のリン邪魔をするな。
運行。
Okay, great. Time to do dailies on the other accounts. Whoops. Achievements. Trial of the Upper Sanctum. Floating Islands. Spirit Way, Upper Sanctum. Raiding Shadow Pins. Bond Sorian. Oh, okay. Not a good place for a swim. Failed to find the Panacea. Wait, what? I haven't unlocked all the teleporters yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Which ones haven't I unlocked? I think it said 5 or 6 that I haven't unlocked yet. Teleport waypoint 6. Okay, there's still 6 that I haven't unlocked. Okay, I guess those are some like underground ones that are not part of quests.
者のリングナイスファッション。
三段もらった。はっ
はびこりなし捕まえた。痛がっちゃ嫌だ。終わりね。星とし無事今日の星とし覚えたわよ。捕まえた。かかれ。どの目が出るかしっかり立ってな。
理論の演劇
おとなしくしな。
強戦
おセット。はびこりなさ。捕まえた。糸よ工作せよ。
Oh, well, that's a mistake.
やっぱらせっ
軍港
Forgot Cookie's D first.
覚えたわよ。痛がっちゃいない。かかれ。どの目が出るか邪魔をするな。
強戦
せっ
3段もらった。
星とし無事今日の
Am I done on this account? Oh, I can't believe it. Daily commissions took less than 20 minutes to do. So now it's 5:36 p.m. I finished the questing on my third account at 5:17. And this wasn't even like the fastest dailies because I wasn't just condensing resin. I was fighting a world boss to use up my resin. Oh, there it is. Okay. Apparently I haven't finished it on this account yet. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it in this stream. Because it was about 30-ish minutes. Just a moment ago on my third account, but hey, might as well get it started. Oh my god. Oh my god. Of all the times. Where's the statue?
いざはっはっ
かかれ。痛がっちゃいない。
済んだか。
いざ宝とは旅の醍醐味でござろう。騒ぐしっかせよ。
Hello? He's ragdolling. Just couldn't get on the ground.
いざはっはっ
捕まえた。痛がっちゃいない。
いや、背がの準備はいつ？動くな。
Oops. Yep. I thought that was the wrong thing. Okay, that's fine.
新しい情報で財を得る方法あり。
風の流れる方へ。
What the? Oh.
せし在に
せい
財を得る方法は産卵せし在に言葉なき手がかり
れろ岩山八九
風よ
静粛に神戸を垂れろ
世界を熱狂の渦にじゃじゃー
風の歌雲の湯
難攻不落私は帰ってきた静粛に
はっはっそこだ
フォークを抱え
剣女盤石難攻不落天理チョークいざ
開幕だそら
風よ
Well, I guess that's all I'm gonna be able to play for today, guys. Yeah, I got work literally right now. I'm already done getting ready. So anyway, for those of you who need help building your characters' accounts, making a decision which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams, and in the pinned message in YouTube chat. If you want my personal opinion, you can ping me over there. My name's Elvis Einstein. Of course, you can ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. That was a little bit faster than my previous run, honestly. I started at 5:36, so that was like 24 minutes. Alright, bye everyone. Oh, sorry, Saki. Sorry, Nash. You can't. Apparently, my chat wasn't working on my laptop. I just alt-tabbed and I found, and I just saw your messages. Probably from the last maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Because everyone's been real quiet for like the last hour. The new Latin support set is pretty nice. Oh yeah, it is actually. It is actually quite nice. Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry guys. I'm 1 minute late to work. Hey, what's up, Emelie? I'm so sorry, guys. You guys came at the wrong time. I'm just literally ending the stream right now. I'm sorry. I'm late. I'm late. 2 minutes late. Bye, everyone. Bye.